What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Rich. Thank you for tuning in to another video, you beautiful people, on this beautiful day. If you tuned in the last video, you've seen that we basically did the whole front end. Obviously, some things need to be still a little bit of adjusted and fixed up still. But yeah, so we got the front end done, and then right after that, we went to go to the gym. And power steering kind of gave out. Not gave out because it's like it's working, but it's not working because it's leaking a lot. I had to address that. I believe I know exactly what it is. One of the high pressure hard lines on top of the rack and pinion. It happened on the white TSX before, on the first drive I've ever did, after replacing the new rack in Connecticut. But then we moved to Florida, but I moved the car around a lot with it dry, and I guess it just built up pressure in the system. Ended up just blowing that hard line. But I'm gonna show you guys because this shit is leaking. Look at the floor. Sorry, landlord. These lines are all new, so I don't know what else, to be honest. It's like leaking down that way, so it's falling right here, but then also dripping here a little bit. So I'm gonna just wipe it down really quick, let this car cool down. So I went to the dealer. I thought these lines were discontinued because when I looked previously on my websites, couldn't find it, or they were discontinued when I did this, so I had to make a custom one. But some people reached out and showed that it isn't discontinued. It's like 17 bucks, so I ordered it from the dealer, but it's not gonna come until Tuesday. But I'm gonna steal the one that I made for the white TSX that ended up working out after like the 4th time and put it on here, and then take the new OEM one and just put it on the other rack. That's how we're gonna do it, because I need to get this done and situated. This is a lot. This is too much. All right, y'all, we're over here taking off this power steering pump. It's almost off, literally just the bolts. And I'm thinking about doing the alternator, put up the windows, and you feel the car die down, or hearing like the whine through the stereo when you have like the volume turned up on the music, or the volume turned up on the stereo, but not necessarily like anything playing or something, like you hear it, RPMs through the speakers per se. Thinking about it, I may have an alternator that may be good. I'll have to double check that. Talk about build up. God damn. OD. Alright, so we got things cleaned up pretty decently. That was a lot of weight reduction there, y'all. Ain't gonna lie. So we got this other alternator right here. I believe this was a Denso. All about those little details, man. Gotta get this thing cleaned up a little bit, you know, before putting it back in and underneath it, because it's just so grimy. So if I'm doing this, might as well do as best as I can before this rain and all this craziness comes in, because the atmosphere is changing quick, yo. I think y'all are waterproof. My bad. Y'all, this is the shit that I'm talking about that just doesn't make any fucking sense. Get to this point where I'm about to put on the pump, or actually put on the pump, and then I'm putting back on the reservoir and stuff, and I'm like, this thing is just, it's not lining up, bro. It's not making any sense. Then I'm just like looking at shit, looking at a picture, and then I'm like, bruh, this is the pump I just took off, and this is the pump I have on. These things, these ports are fucking flopped. Why? Why are they different? So yeah, we kind of put a pause on this real quick. This pump and the one on that engine that came off of this car, both have it on this side. The one that came off this car comes on that side. I don't think that's just like a 2004 TSX thing. So I'm assuming this is like some aftermarket thing that got replaced when he, you know, redid some power steering stuff. I'm assuming. All right, so like I was saying, gotta put a little pause on that really quick. I took off the fitting on the rack and pinion side right here of that port that's needed. So now I just gotta do this side. So it's really just kind of like the spacing of things, y'all. We'll try our best before a storm starts storming here. Let's do our best. All right, guys. It is starting to drizzle here. Yeah, I was fighting away at this side, trying to figure out how I broke it free last time. What tools? I got some like crowfoot wrenches and all those things because it's what I needed from last time. So I'm trying to maneuver and figure that out. But it's starting to drizzle here, and it's picking up a little bit. So I've been cleaning up, and it's picking up. So I gotta really just start putting everything away because yeah, it's picking up. I'm gonna leave it up on the jack stands. It should be all right. What are you working on?
Power steering thingy, which we don't see anything.
Huh? Huh?
We just took out the hard line, motherfuckers.
Yeah, a little bit of a prolonged process, as anything with a rack and pinion seems. Weather messes up your progress. Start doing it and it stop, then it don't rain, and it rains, and it don't rain, and fuck. And then yeah, so woke up earlier, hopefully beat any kind of rain or storm. It's like all fucking weekend I'm supposed to storm this, that, because tropicals in Florida. Yep, I got this hard line out. Finally. It's kind of a pain, man, with spacing and all that.
Yes.
It's bent differently and might route it just a tad different. At the end, it got stuck underneath this portion, like right at the end of the motor mount back there, where that loop of a hard line goes. Got stuck on it with the fitting. So I had to go in there with this pry bar, just pry it a little bit, you know, so it has just enough clearance just to... So yeah, and to get that part out from the steering rack, just use like a regular 12 mil. No, I had my long extended 12 mil. I got it to the point where I could get it to turn, because you gotta loosen it. There's just like no angle for it to get it there. It's just slightly, and then I had to tap it on, and then I got it off. So it wasn't too bad. Yeah. Let's try to put this damn thing in. Oh, look, she's strong. She knows how to turn on a lawnmower, y'all. That's why she's the best. She knows how to turn on a lawnmower. What more could you ask for, right? All these dents on my car. So I want to shove this in there. I gotta go underneath. So this is what I'm doing, y'all. You kind of just, how you take it off, you gotta try to put it back on. Alright? Alright. What's up, y'all? So, I got the line back in there. So like I said, basically like how you took it out, you gotta put it back in. I had to use the prying of the other hardline trick so I could get the pipe through with the fitting. And also to keep the fitting into place, I had to zip tie it behind, like, you know, on the pipe, so it doesn't keep sliding down because of the hardline part. So once I got through that, now the biggest hurdle is tightening it up, because you need it like perfectly straight with the fitting. Otherwise it just doesn't want to grab, or it's like grabbing, like the other side's grabbing, but then it stops. It shouldn't be like that, because I mean, threads are clean, at least on the fitting, so it should go in like pretty smooth, at least finger tight. Here I am hurting my fingies because they're not going in. So yeah, I mean, that's just an update, y'all. We gotta go. We haven't slotted in. That's one step. Oh shit, literally woke up out of bed and I was like, I gotta go out there and do this before it start raining. So here we are. All right, guys. So it's been a pain in the ass. Shout out to my girl right here, though. For real, for real. For real, for real. No cat, bro. No daddy. What? She put on this grill. the spare one that the chrome trimming ripped off and out. To be honest, it looks kind of decent because it matches like the whole black theme, and it looks a lot better than just having the gappage. What I can do is find or buy more chrome trimming, and it should be all right. Yeah, as you guys could see, it's starting to drizzle and rain finally, so I got to close this up. She was graciously able to, while I went inside, to get this side on and start threading in. Dude, this is the pain in the ass I'm talking about, because if you're not perfectly straight getting this thing in, it is not going in. You're gonna be trying and trying and trying. It's not gonna go in if it ain't perfectly straight, and if you can't feel it going in by hand at first, or it just going smooth in general, bro, do not force it, man. It is starting to get a little bit harder with the rain, so I'll be back, y'all.
As you see, guys, it is still rainy. And we have one thing to do, and it's to screw that damn thing in. So, here we are.
What is going on, guys? I just want to show you the reality of things with this whole power steering situation. When things get tough, you quit and make your girlfriend do it. Yeah, my big hands couldn't get it done, man. So she got it done, and that's why she's the bestest. She edits these videos, she wrenches on my cars, she wants to learn, she's always there to help.
Pays her rent.
Like, yeah, she pays her rent, you know, fucking life's life, man, it's good, can't complain. Except when she pisses me off. Yeah, guys, so this is the reality. It is Monday, like 9 p.m. and I should be at work.
9 p.m.?
8, I don't know. Yeah, it should be 9, 10.
You said p.m.
Oh, p.m. 10 a.m. and we should be at work right now. Yeah, so it's like super frustrating. Shit like this, you know, being the daily and it being down. Something like the power steering line, it is such a pain in the ass of just finagling and needing it perfectly straight and catch it here and make sure it's good there. Dude, it's a headache. It's a headache. But thanks to my girl, I believe we got both sides in. So pain in the ass, y'all. It's not the funnest job, and I know on YouTube there's not many different videos explaining anything, but hopefully you guys could get a little bit more of a grasp of how I kind of went about shit. In this video, you know, you just kind of have to have an extra set of hands, be determined, stay positive, have various things. This is like a crowfoot thingamabobber. It ain't working the greatest, but it's supposedly it's working right now for her. Yeah, this is the reality of it. It's annoying. So I had to miss a day of work, unpaid. So it's like, it sucks.
Maybe you can go to work this Saturday, to be quite honest.
Yeah, see if I can make some shit up. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. I literally just recorded that clip, just recorded an IG clip, and it starts sprinkling, and then downpour comes. Yeah, like I said, the reality of it, this is why shit can't get done sometimes, whether it's weather, you stumped on something, don't have the right tool, a bolt snaps, whatever. Got everything on, got the line on, got more fluid going in. Now, this side is dripping from the rack right there. Pretty sure that air hissing is coming from that side now. Yeah, that's kind of it's quite annoying, because now the other side doesn't seem to be leaking, the one that was leaking, but now this side is the one that's leaking a lot. The daily is down until further notice. I'm gonna have to figure out a ride situation, work tomorrow, and all that fun stuff, because I can't miss another day. Too much money. So as you guys can tell, I mean, it looks like some DIY thing. I had it created, well, I had it flared at a different place, and you guys could tell like the bubble flare isn't like the greatest thing. This one's a little bit better, but it's not the smoothest flare, and this one's a little bit uneven. It feels like you go around, you could see like it just lifted, it's just uneven. So I think that might be the culprit to why it's just pouring out on this side instead of that side now, because it was dripping a little bit on the side that it was leaking from originally, like above the rack in the middle section, but it was only dripping with this one on. And if I tightened it like another 1/4 inch or like a little half turn or whatever, it would have been all right. But for some reason, the one right here at the steering column area is just pouring out.
At the end of the day, we do have the one coming. He kind of already was planning to install a new one, but thought about this line. So
This is the daily, y'all. It's my only car. You know, we got to get around. We've been stuck here the whole weekend. You know, can't drive anywhere, do anything. I didn't go to work that day because I had to try to get this car up and running. But as much as it feels like a wasted day, kind of like of not going to work, and then this didn't work out.
we've been at it as much
It
as
happens,
we can
y'all.
with the rain.
And then the rain, bro. We were like in and out until it's really point where we're like, all right, man, this is like too much. The wind's picking up, like it's coming to fucking water blizzard, you know? Yeah, we'd have to go back in, dry up, wait until it calms down. Things like this happen. This is the reality of car work, working on older cars, working in a driveway, working on your only car.
Working by yourself, cause
Yeah.
just because I'm here, yeah, I can help, but it's really him.
But regardless, she was a big help because she was the one who got this line on anyway. Like, yeah, I snaked it through, but for the life of me, I could not get the thread starting. Like, you have to get it like perfectly just there
It's a
and
bitch.
have the touch and
It's
get it
not,
on.
But it's not like it was just easy for me. I was there taking some time too.
Yeah, no,
we both were.
We've been at it, y'all. I really hope you guys see that we are trying and are determined to get things done, but some things just get in the way, and life also be lifing, so it's like harder to get around to some things. But we're trying, y'all. We're trying. I should be getting the line tomorrow, a new OEM one, so it should fix the problem. I don't believe anything internally is wrong with the threading wise. I believe it's just a flare because it's pouring out of this area itself. And you guys, I mean, you just see it's just not, it's not right. So I mean, you can tell it's not quite as there. It's hard to get the exact the fitting, but let's just kind of compare this two really quick here. I mean, it's a huge difference, guys.
And that matters when it comes to hydraulic transferring hoses and stuff like that. You guys gotta make sure that it's on point or you'll get a leak, whether it's a small leak or not.
It's another realization. Hopefully it doesn't bite my ass in the end with anything. The same threading, same thread pitch, I'd hope, you know.
If anything, shorter.
Because, yeah, it's just a shorter span and the spacing right there. It's a different setup overall, y'all. This worked for the Detroit axle rack and pinion. This is OEM replacement. The fitting lengths are different. This part's a little longer and shorter, so it's like, it's different. And this was from the Detroit axle line that blew, because I tried to use an OEM one, but those things were too rusted, too far gone, and I couldn't reuse it. So I had to reuse this Detroit axle one, and it ended up working out. Maybe not for an OEM one. So,
Thankfully, this one is not bigger thread pitch than the OEM one.
it threaded. It's not like we're sitting there forcing it in or
no.
anything. You don't have enough room for it to sit there cranking or doing any of that. So like every turn I'm doing is like, it's literally pouring out of this area. And when this is,
look at that, yeah.
when it's seated down, it's just like such a gappage compared to this, and there's no room for this thing to move. Wow, this thing just moves,
yeah.
like this, like it just moves around in there.
Yeah.
That's the thing, y'all. It's trial and error. You learn. This is the experience to learn from. Again, like I did the last time with power steering shit. Pain in the ass, y'all. And it won again this time. It won this battle, but we're gonna win the war. That's what it is. That's what it is, man. You gotta keep going. And what pushes me even further is this is my only fucking car that's driving. Not right now, but it was driving, so we gotta get it back driving. You feel me? You feel me?
Let's get it.
So I gotta find another daily for the daily, it seems like. So guys, as you can see, we have a new OEM line. This is the part number for it. This is the top hard line of the rack, the longest one, the one that goes the furthest out. And this is the line that we attempted to just use, and you know, it worked for the Detroit axle one, but it did not work for this one. Especially on this side, the amount of play and gappage and just it being uneven compared to OEM stuff. So this should fit better and hopefully tighten down how it should.
2,000 years later.
Welcome back to the part 2 of making the daily a daily again. Been broken down since the weekend, Saturday, and now today is Tuesday. And hopefully today's the day it's gonna be back up and running just fine. The rack and pinion hardline bursted. Top one, you guys can see up in there. That line over there somewhere on top of the rack. The furthest one, that decided to blow out and started dumping fluid. And we've been attempting to fix it. A lot of pain in the ass going on. Pause, just things not working out, but we replaced the alternator at the same time. We tried to replace the pump. That didn't work out too well because the length of this hose and positioning of that on the other pump. On the other ones, the port's on this side, but for some reason this one's on this side. Doesn't make any sense, maybe because it's just aftermarket unit and kind of how the kit was together. But yeah, after many struggling, you guys can see that top hard line is in. And I just gotta make sure it's a little tighter on this side and that side, and I'm tightening the bottom line right now because we actually had to take out the bottom line of the rack to be able to snake the thing through properly, because every time we were trying, it was sitting behind the two lines, like the thick black one and the other small hard line kept sitting behind it while it should be sitting in front. So kept trying, didn't work out. And the only solution seemed like was to unloosen the bottom one and get it snaked through. And I just want to say big shout out to my girlfriend, my boo, my heart, Aliana, for doing this while I was at work. Basically, she's the one that loosened up that bottom one. She's the one that came in here and snaked it through basically to where it was. I just had to flip one area to get it underneath, and yeah, it was basically there, and then we just had to screw it in. You could tell by like the knuckles right here in the hands that it should beat you up, y'all, if it hurts. It really gets into the skin. So yeah, a little bit of turns right now. I just want to update y'all that we're getting it somewhere. In good faith, I'm gonna keep tightening a little bit until things are snug. Go from there. All right, y'all. So like I said, everything's on and tight. Shout out to my boo, the biggest support here. She got this going, and I just came and finished it off right after work.
I didn't have the faith to finish it, but I knew I had the faith to start it for it.
Yeah, she was determined. Like, she even grabbed the other rack and pinion and was trying stuff out and just trying to figure out how the fitment went through. And ultimately, we just had to loosen up this bottom line so we could route this up and underneath past this, because there's another hard line that goes from here to here and it's in the way. A pain in the ass to try to route it through somehow. It always ends up over here or underneath that black one, so you had to take that one off so we could get it through into there and the right routing where it should be. Now it's just time to pour some more fluids and go from there. This time I'm feeling actually more confident. It's an OEM line, and the AN fitting and all that, it's more thicker, everything's more snug, the line is not moving around like the copper one. Maybe that bottom line needs a little turn, but it seems like we're in good standing, y'all. Gotta be careful because the wheel's moving. It don't look like it's leaking in there. And that was the main culprit, but when we did the copper line, that ended up leaking. So let's start bleeding this power steering. First, we're gonna do a little bit up on the air, then we're gonna put it down on the ground and do it that way too. So now I have the TSX on the ground. I got my little drain, you know, and I got my handy helper here. That's the bestest to help me out. And also to help you guys out on pavement, to turn your wheels a little bit better, put some cardboard down. That's gonna help you guys out. I need to show you guys the tire, bro. You see this? Yo, this thing is sliced up. You see that? I need a new tire, bro. When I put on the fender, one of these things popped out, and I guess it sliced into it. It was like here and down over here somewhere. That's not good. That's not good. I'm like, I mean, it didn't look like it lost any PSI. It looks pretty good to me. So I don't know if it's got to be on a level surface to be a little bit better, which we're gonna go ahead and do, and go down over there, lock to lock. So then we're gonna go on the level surface and do it again a few more times just to be sure. So guys, we had it up over here on the ground. It was kind of hard to turn it lock to lock, but nothing changed. Seems the same. I'm a little over the max level line. All right, that's upper level. So I mean, it doesn't say max, yeah. So it should be all right, you know. Not seeing any dripping, but I have to put in some oil. I forgot about that.
We planned to do it over the weekend, but we didn't have the right part, so we had to wait till Tuesday.
Yeah, so we didn't have the right stuff, or we thought we did, and we tried some stuff and it didn't work out, but I ordered OEM line Friday, but I wait till Tuesday to get it. Yeah, so that's just how the cookie crumbled. A next big issue on this car, I know I need to put focus on those cars, but this is a big issue that I need to attend to and address, because you guys seen we've been having a little bit of leakage right there. I know probably the windshield seal needs to be replaced in the windshield itself, and probably have to buy a new clip and all that, because when you take these off, it's really hard not to break them. But I have to take out the interior to take out the carpet, because if you guys see, there's moisture right there. I just had a bunch of napkins and it was moistured up, and especially with the hurricane we just had, water, you can see down the driveway, it's just pouring out. The back end over here, water is coming into the trunk or something, into here somewhere, because there's water piled up right here, so there's water coming in somewhere, and in the front and back here. We got some things to address, and like I said, man, this is the 2004 issues, and I kind of jinxed myself because didn't seemingly have any leakage in the back right there, but now I do. So now it's the front and the back, so I have to take out the carpet and all that. Definitely do a how-to, take out your carpet in the TSX. Yeah, because that needs to be done. Let me check the oil and we'll go from there. All right, y'all. Oil is topped off. It was looking kind of dark, I'm not gonna lie. Weirdly dark, and I even changed it not that long ago. Seems like I'm gonna have to change it pretty soon just to give it that flush again. I don't know. These 04s, man, they be burning the oil, because this shit needed quite a bit. Like I said, like I topped it off and did the oil change not that long ago, so it's, yeesh. But it's still running, still a trooper. Just she be eating. But now we're gonna be able to take it on the drive, and then take our girls on a walk, and then probably go to the gym, because I've been missing the gym, man. It's been 4 days without the gym, so need to go.
I never take a day off, work around the clock, my engineer getting paid off. Rock like Ace up, like the weed and take off.